I don't know. Maybe I need to adjust the screen. I mean, my goodness. It's 38-9 Eagles in the third quarter. The Eagles are 7-1, and it looks like they're going to be 8-1. And they have absolutely dominated this Denver team. You know, all week, and rightfully so. Look, all week the talk was Denver's defense is tough. I don't know, this offense, you know, they might struggle a bit. I, this has actually been one of their best games of the season offensively. It's unbelievable. Zach Ertz, their top target, isn't playing. He's out with a hamstring. And, I mean, God bless the organization for bringing in Carson Wentz last year. My God. My God that we have a quarterback on this team. Oh, let this game serve notice to the rest of the league. Because Denver, despite what happens today, does have a very good defense. This is a very good defense. But the no-fly zone got flied over, got flied through, got ran through. You can't run against Denver. Well, so much for that. You can't throw against Denver. Well, so much for that. Eagles, unbelievable performance. You know, it's a week going into a bye week situation. You're playing against an out of conference team. So many reasons. You know, you're without Zach Ertz, all the other injuries that this team has had. And the amazing thing about this, when you think of all the injuries and key injuries, I mean, Jason Peters goes down for the rest of the season. Zach Ertz, again, not playing today. I mean, guys who are leaders on this team, guys who mean so much to the offense and the defense are out. And it doesn't matter. This team has an approach this season that nothing is going to stop them. That they're just going to, you know what, the doubters are still going to doubt, people are still going to talk, but this team has a belief that you can't shake. And even today I was watching a bit of the pregame for NFL Network, and even those guys are starting to buy in now. I mean, when you get Michael Irvin talking about you, you know, Captain Cowboy there saying that this team's the team to beat, you know they're doing something right. I mean, this defense, oh my God, they just got another takeaway. This defense is absolutely legit, and we knew this going in. You know, the people saying that, you know, Denver's defense, this and that, I said, well, what about our defense? It's pretty damn good. Denver has the second-ranked defense against the run. We have the first. And they're doing it again today. Brock Osweiler, I mean, forget him, man. I wasn't worried about Brock Osweiler. The one thing that kind of concerned me about this game, they say it wasn't a turnover. The one thing that kind of concerned me about this game was Denver's defense. The fact that, you know, we're missing, you know, Jason Peters. And when I heard Zach Ertz wasn't going to play today, I'm like, oh, man, that's one of their top weapons. But my goodness, Denver still struggles against the tight ends, don't they? I mean, Brent Selleck having a nice game. Trey Burton with a touchdown. He's having a nice game. Alshon Jeffrey almost 100 yards receiving. Touchdown. 2 touchdowns by Clement. I mean, it's just spreading it all over the place. Jay Ajayi in his Eagles debut, big touchdown before the first half came to an end. It's just coming from everywhere. And when you have a team that believes in each other, that has this just unshakable belief, you know, you see those teams have special seasons. And it starts with the quarterback and it starts with the coaching. This team is playing on another level. We haven't seen this level since the last time we were in the Eagles were in the Super Bowl. This game reminds me in a way of that season when the Eagles played a primetime game against the Green Bay Packers that year. And going into the week, you know, there was a lot of talk, oh, the Packers could be the Eagles' best competition, you know, all this, their defense, and the Eagles took them to the woodshed in that game. And I believe it wasn't long after the loss at Pittsburgh where T.O. and Donovan were kind of arguing, and, you know, there was all that kind of drama. And, you know, there was talk about that, and, what's wrong, you know, what's going on with the Eagles? They just got their first loss, and all this and that. and they killed the Packers that night. I mean, it wasn't even a game. And that's what this game reminds me of. Because going into this week, everyone's like, well, the Eagles are doing this, but Denver has a great defense, and if there's a defense that can stop Carson Wentz, it's Denver, and, all this and that, they need this game, they're losers of, three straight, blah, blah, blah. And the Eagles absolutely took this Denver team to the woodshed today. I mean, they took Denver's offense and defense to the woodshed and said, you're not stopping us. Not this time. Not today. And, Denver, it's funny because I was talking about this in my live stream with the Flyers game I was playing yesterday on the PS4. And I was saying Denver has struggled here. We have struggled. The Eagles have struggled in Denver, but Denver has struggled to win here. And let this game also serve notice to the rest of the league that, oh, by the way, the Eagles have a pretty damn good home field advantage. And guess what? If this continues, the road to Super Bowl 52 in the NFC goes to Philly. And these fans are absolutely starved, to be there for this team, and to watch this just amazing run continue. I mean, I in my wildest imagination, I could not have seen this coming today. And I'm as big an Eagle fan as you're going to find, but I did not see this coming. I thought it was going to be a close, hard-fought game, but watching this, it just proves again and again just how special they are this season, how everything's going well. And look, at the drop of a hat, it could all change. I get that. I mean, look what happened with the Texans and Deshaun Watson, right? But they have overcome injuries, and it's like other seasons, like the Eagles would have injuries, and it would be like a death march, the rest of the season, but not this year. They are absolutely playing on another level right now. It's awesome to watch. I'll be back again after the game with a little, post-game thoughts. But I had to make this video here because this is unbelievable. I mean, 2 years removed from what looked one of the bleakest times in Eagles history with the end of the Chip Kelly era and all those stupid moves that were made. And, I mean, my goodness, that offseason, getting the right coach, getting Carson Wentz, the moves that were made, Jim Schwartz, all that came with that, the right players, the players who are already here believing in the system, in the right system to play in, it just makes a world of difference, and you're seeing it this year, unbelievably. 2 short years after that debacle. 2 short years out of fans were leaving the stadium in the third quarter because they were disgusted with the team and how they were playing. That Sunday night game against the Cardinals where they were getting, taken to the woodshed. And here we are now. And this is a joy to watch. I can't be more proud of this team. I can't be more proud to be an Eagles fan right now. It's as fun a season as we've had since the last time they went to a Super Bowl, and I just it's all I could ask for and then some at this point. So I'm going to be back again in the end of the game with some more post-game thoughts, but I just wanted to do a little in-game reaction here. 38-9. Oh, they're going up top. Incomplete. 38-9 in the third quarter. Wow. Let's go, Birds. I'll see you all after the game.